Welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn the PLS path modeling with R, and the book what I have referred to demonstrate written by the Gaston Sanchez. So with the same heading, PLS path modeling with R. So let us see, and to solve this PLS path modeling with R with a case of Spain footballer. So let us see the database of this Spain footballer that is embedded in the R. Then we'll see the model what we want to demonstrate, we want to analyze with the PLS. Just see how we can install the package PLS install. So in this way you can install the package, and so just see like this, you will get the video, then this output, then you can put the OK so that you can go about the installation. As this package is already installed, so I am not executing the command, so I am escaping. So after installation you can put library PLS PM to call this library to for your R programming. So let me call the database. So Spain Food is the database that I want to do the analysis on this database. Let us see the heading of this database. So from this we can find out there are a lot of headings, and there are different clubs, those who are playing in this Spain footballer competition, and we want to find out the impact of the attack and defense on the success. Let us see the pictorial model for this. So if you'll go through this model, so the attack is being defined by the 4 different items, and defense is being defined by the 4 different items. Similarly, the success is also being defined by the 4 different items. So now all this model we want to analyze in this, and it's a reflective model. We can see like attack is reflecting these 4 items, defense is also like this. So it is a reflective model, we want to see the model. So to build this model in R, the process that we can adopt, attack So I found this attack and defense are the exogenous variable, they are the independent, and the dependent variable is the success. So the dependent variable is success. What I found that it is depending on the first construct attack, I am putting 1, the second construct again defense, I am putting 1, the third is for the itself. So let me combine all this, so that combined leads to create the path of the football, this whole model, that I can bind it to the R bind. Attack, defense, success. So like this, so we found there, and let me see the output of this so I can show the output, but I want also the heading for the column. So for that I can do call name there is something wrong. Let me redesign. So I missed a part of it. So now the same output I can see the heading of attack, defense and success in this. So now let me create a list of first four column is describing the attack, the next four columns are describing defense, the next four columns are defining success. So I can create a put blocks, and so put blocks is nothing but the list. The first construct is defined by the first four variable. The second construct is defined by the second four variable. Third construct is defined by the last four variable. So I create the blocks. So then I want to see the how I'll go about the. So this is the way I saw the data spin put in the R, and I saw the heading of the data, the first six rows of the data. Then I am going through the different teams, their strategy is being rated there. So I am building the model. So I am putting this attack. There are three components in this model: attack, defense, and success. So I am doing the coding. Attack and defense are the exogenous variable, and success is the endogenous variable. So attack is not followed by any other variable except their one item. So there is no latent variable attack is followed by. So that's the reason I am putting attack 000. Defense is also a latent variable, is followed by some items but not followed by any other latent variable, that is again C000. But success is the latent variable followed by the latent variable attack and defense. So success is being defined by the attack and defense two latent variable. So for the first latent variable it is given 1, second latent variable defense it is given 1, then 0. So to see the matrix of this model, I am through the R-bind, I am binding this column, and I am preparing a matrix called footballer path. So this is the way then to give the heading. So to give the heading, I have given the heading like this, and we can see the heading of this model, and we saw the model. You see now to get the path smart PLS this PLS path result, we have to follow the command PLS PM, then bracketed the data, then the path matrix, the blocks of the data and the mode. So we have already prepared the food path. All of us can see the path matrix, that is the food blocks also we have prepared. Can you see the food blocks and list here, the 1 to 4, 4, 5 to this is the food blocks. So now we have to prepare the another thing that is important here is the modes. So the food modes, thus this model is reflective for all of them. So we'll be putting a, so So this is the symbol for the. So now let us combine all of them to get the result. Put PLS, PLS PM. Data is Spain football. Then the path is PLS foot, and the path is foot path, and the block is foot blocks, and mode is equal to foot mode. So now we got the result. Let us see. So the output is like this. So we want to get the summarized output of the. So this will give you the summarized output of everything: the correlation, the inner model, the outer model, the cross loading, the unidimensionality, the Cronbeck alpha, this zero, everything. You want to get anything specific, so this will give you unit dimension. You want to get specific the third row, is equal to 1, so you'll get Cronbeck alpha. You want to get the DG row, Dillon Gelchan row, so then you have to put the, so this will give you specific. You want to get the last two column for the eigenvalue. Let us put, so this is the way we can get. So you want to get loadings. So this will give you something. Let me check the command for the to find out the outcome of the inner model, then the outer models. So there you can see the loadings and all. So then you want to see the path coefficients. This is the way you can see. Suppose you want to see the path model itself in terms of pictures. So we can do inner plot of the path, the model that we have, matrix that we have created. So this will give you the whole this diagram for the path model. Now suppose I want to see the loading for the individual. So the inner plot to the we want to see the loadings of the path. Then we have to do plot put PLS. So this will give us the loading, how both are both the latents are defining the latent success and how far they are loaded, or what is the regression coefficient. So now we want to see the detailed loadings. One, So this is the way we can see the detail loading for the different variable. So this there is something wrong with this, because this is the reason it is not giving you complete picture, but the four different items which are there, how they are get loaded with the attack, and similarly the defense for the loading. We can see the four different variables. So CSA, GCH, CSH, then GCA, the four different variable and the item, how they are get loaded to the defense, that we can see similarly for the success. So this is the way we can see, and we saw the result how we are going to uh, find out all the detail through this summary, that all the cross loading, and now we want to get the, suppose someone want to get so you can get the GOF through this command like this. This is a very important term in the case of PLS model. So this is the way we can go through the R, and we can calculate the model outcome with R. And so instead of going for any uh, this software is free, and this software can help you out to do any kind of complicated analysis also. And this commands of this software for this PLS with R is quite easy. So we'll see command to get the cross loadings that we can put. Then here we can put so the commands are also case sensitive, that we need to be attempted. So this is the way we got, and we'll see a more complicated model that we can do it through the R in the next module, or in the next video. Thanks for watching.